Fanboys and felons, welcome back to another ALS video. We have a week now that this has been out, naturally. The Jujutsu Kaisen update, we got 6 new units, which means 4 new evolutions, 2 extreme boosts, extreme boosts. We got a godly rework, which is Sukuna. Gotta say, love the model. I think it looks a lot better. It looks more coherent. It looks a lot more coherent with the current models that we've been getting with the game. So we got Toji as one of the boosts, and then we have Hikari as the other boosted unit. So I'm gonna have to get through these at some point, but let's see what we have. So I know we have the breaches. I've done quite a few of them already. We have a new raid with him there, and then I'm pretty sure we have a new story. Yes, we have a new story. Nothing drops from the story. We get Maki here from Act 1, and then you have your special essence thing. It's a reskin of this one. It's literally the same thing, except you don't get a unit. You get the fucking point. It's reskin festivals over here in the ALS. Guess what? If you were an OG player, or if you came back for when he was back in the capsules, it doesn't matter. You can farm him here. So if you want your free copy of Yuta, there you go. His value just sunk to the fucking pits of hell. Not that I really care. I'd never use him. I got him glitched once and I was like, oh cool, and then I never touched them. Yeah, so there's that, and then there's the breaches where I believe you get like Geto, and then you get like another unit, I'm pretty sure. The Eastern Hunt's still here, so there's that. Ooh, let me claim those yet. Spawn in 2 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into one and kind of show the gist of it. Pretty much, you guys already know. Again, when am I ever early to any of these? The new tournament with a new unit, which is kind of cool, Kenshiro. I guess I'll wait for the extreme breach. I'm gonna change my team up a little bit. I'm gonna take off you, obviously, and you, and then because I want to do the unsealed version of them, I'm going to use both of these. I don't have a skill tree done. Huh. Hey, the extreme breaches are about to spawn. There we go. One spawned right in my face. You can get Geto, and you can also get don't flame me, I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, man. You can get them, and then they have like the little shop where you can buy stuff there. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into the breach and show y'all what's up. Okay, so once you're in the breach, you can actually bump up the difficulty by unsealing Sukuna's finger, and it pretty much makes it twice as hard, but you get pretty much double the reward. So honestly, it's worth it. You have to do it right before wave 4 though. So what I do is place down Ichigo, upgrade my idol, and then I do that, and then the next wave I can place my Gilgamesh. That way I can pretty much defend flawlessly. And as you can see there, yeah, 200% enemy health, enhanced final boss, 100% unit drop chance, and 50% more tokens. So it is extremely worth it if you can do it solo, which, I mean, kind of a stacked team here, but low-key, if you don't have any of these units, literally what are you doing? Because they've been out for quite a while, and they are always at the top of the tier list, except I'm not sure if he's up there, but he's mostly here for his wind shear and his slow, honestly, so he doesn't matter all that much. What I pretty much do is upgrade my farms first, and then I focus up on my Ichigo. Ichigo is quite literally gonna carry like so hard. He's gonna be doing so much damage in this whole event. And Gilgamesh too. So you want to pretty much focus up on these 3 at least. Get them all the way upgraded first. So I kind of just turn on auto upgrade. Okay, so Sukuna should be out here in just a little bit. So boom, there he is. This team should, in theory, not give us any problems against Sukuna, even with the unsealed finger, which, I mean, look how much damage he's already taking. Just from that, he's gonna randomly, stun your units for like what, 5-10 seconds. It doesn't matter. What really matters is, though, you want to pay attention to when he is about to do his Malevolent Shrine, because that's when you unleash all of your nukes. So your Gilgamesh, so boom, boom, and then you also want to do your Asta nuke. So there we go. You want to do those to disrupt this Malevolent Shrine, and also Asta gets his 2 permanent, like, different ones, debuffs, which is super nice. He's gonna do the next Malevolent Shrine. It is what it is. You can't do much about it, but this team is pretty much shredding through him, so there's really nothing you should worry about. Forgot to mention with Bulma, the wish you want to do is the power one. 24% more damage boost will for sure help you through this, especially since he's debuffing. As you can see, he's removing 23% of my total damage. Then when he stuns, it's 43%, but then he gains it right back. So he's basically almost halfway, and he's almost dead. So you don't need glitches, you don't need anything like that. Just a decent enchant with Avatar or even Overlord. I promise you, you can do this with Overlord. You just have to have these units at least. That's what I've seen. I just saw this team on Discord. Someone mentioned it, and it's true. It works like a charm. I've had no issues with it. As you can see, I've already done 5 runs. This is going to be my 6th run, and it has also been successful. So you get more curse tokens, and you have a higher chance to get a unit drop. So definitely before wave 4 hits, you want to seal that finger, boost up your chances to get the units. I was thinking, in the meantime, while the breaches come back, I want to try the legend stages to see if they're any difficult. I did this the first day it came out. I'm not gonna lie, I already did the legend stages, but I totally forgot how hard they are. If they're any easy, or if they're hard. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't speak today for shit. Probably gonna cut through a lot of bullshit, but yeah, point is, I want to see how difficult this was. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, they were like insanely fast for no reason. Bro, look at them. Why are they so fast? Oh, they are booking it. Okay, let's go ahead and place Ichigo here, and probably to slow them down, because they are going full speed here. Oh, not even. Okay, all right, I see how it is. I'm gonna change my team a little bit, see what my options are. Hold on, it looks like with everyone placed, we should be fine. We should be fine with everyone placed down. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, well, that was like the run where I was trying this team out. I got Yuta. Okay, I don't need him, obviously, but it's kind of nice to have a normal copy of him, since I'm gonna have to evolve the other one. But I'm probably gonna try to get Maki, and then yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the stream breaches. I'll record the drop if I get any of the units, if I remember, because low-key your boy doesn't remember shit. It's only a 3%. It shouldn't be that horrible, but knock on wood, because I swear I just have the worst luck ever. Hey, we got Ghetto from the portals here. I literally have to reach Pity for him, so there's that. I still don't have the other units, so I got what, like 15 more breaches to do. I don't mind it. I've quite literally just been farming everything else in between. Legend stage, the raid. I have the raid unit, and I have enough currency to buy everything from the raid, so yeah, I'll be back when I get the last unit I need. Never mind, I'm dumb. Looks like it's only 5 more. Okay, that's not as terrible as I thought. Never mind. I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the evil item for Yuji and for Yuta. I'm gonna buy those rerolls. Okay, well, I totally forgot to record that part, but I just got them. Just finished the portal there. So I'm kind of in a little bit of a pickle here. What the fuck do I do now? There's no ×4. It's Sunday. 7:33 p.m. by the way. ×4 is just gone. I'm not confident at all that I will get everything I need in these rerolls, but you know what? We're gonna try it. we're just gonna roll for at least an Overlord. Pray that we get something good. I hope. So I need something on the other portal guy, the judge, and Geto. I'm pretty sure that's everything I should need. Oh, okay. We got Overlord on Geto. I'm fine with that. If he's really good, I'll change it eventually, but yeah. Oh, Avatar. Okay, okay. I mean, I think I would have preferred that on Geto, but hopefully this guy's good. So if my memory serves me right, this should be the only unit that I need to trade. Oh, that I need to trade on. Okay. Quick and easy Avatar. Love to see it. I totally forgot about Maki. Okay. Can we get a quick trade like we just did for the judge guy? Please? Maybe? There we go. Okay, Overlord. I'll take it. Okay, before I even think about doing anything else, I need light essence. Okay. I don't think I have enough essence selectors to just run through that. I'm gonna evolve everyone else. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Itadori probably. I need fire essence. Okay, but I only need 25, so I know I have enough essence selector for that. Itadori, evolve, and then boom, there we go. Triple S stats. I heard he's actually very, very good, so I'm gonna need more special grade objects to evolve everyone, and I need nature essence as well. Okay. I am like way more behind than I thought I was. Okay, we can evolve Geto though, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And we can't evolve the Judge Sorcerer yet. Okay. So what it seems like is I'm gonna have to do a decent bit of nature caverns. I also need nature essence for Maki, so I'm gonna do these, and then I'm gonna hop on some light caverns afterwards, and just farm the crap out of them for a little bit, maybe like an hour. And I'll be right back with everyone hopefully evolved. Okay, I'm pretty sure I should have everything to evolve Yuta at least. Finger crossed. Yep, okay. So, oh my god. Like I was saying, everything to evolve Yuta. So, boom, there we go. That model is so much better than the old one. Wow, it's like night and day. Maki, I figured I need to do the special grade object legend stage a little bit more. Potentially only twice. Fingers crossed. If I get lucky. Oh god, here we go. Okay, I got it. I did it. A few runs. We are good to go. And evolve her. Boom. There we are. So I'm pretty sure that's everyone. Let me double check, bro. Oh, dude, this is gonna be the end of me. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we got a lot of people to cover, so I'm gonna just blitz through these. Let's start with Kashimo, I'm pretty sure his name is. He is a 1000 light unit. He's inflicting bolt as well, hybrid on placement. He gains his next attack at upgrade 3. Jumps up to 6.5 million, becomes a slightly bigger circle, then a slightly bigger circle at upgrade 6, and then he ends off at upgrade 11, 134 million with 161 million bolt damage. And then he has Lightning Beast upon activation. For 60 seconds, you gain 100% crit chance, half his SPA, 25% rage, 35% DOT damage, and after 60 seconds, he self-destructs, dealing 50 times his current damage and applying bolt based on this multiplier, and then sells himself. Interesting. This unit cannot be replaced for the next 60 seconds. Okay. Then he has 2 passives. God of Thunder deals 2 times bolt damage instead of 1.2. Each time bolt is applied, the same as the enemy. Increase bolt damage by 15% with a maximum of 45%. Search for the strongest. When attacking the strongest enemy in range, inflict both bolt and plasma on every attack. Each hit on the same enemy increases damage dealt by 10%, max of 40. If he attacks an enemy more than 10 times without killing it, he stuns the enemy for 5 seconds, and it has a 10% cooldown with each enemy. So I want to see if this one actually has like a different attack animation or something like that. So no, but what does that ability do again? He halves his SPA, so every 2 seconds pretty much. He's doing a little bit more DOT damage, and then he supposedly self-destructs himself, which yeah, I guess he sells himself. Still waiting on that. There we go. Okay, so he disappeared and then you can't place him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Interesting. I don't know if he's any good. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna save my judgments for later. Let's go ahead and move on to the Judge Sorcerer. He's 800 light unit as well. He's doing cripple on placement. He's also ground on placement. Gains his next attack, which becomes hybrid at upgrade 5. And then he gains another attack at upgrade 9, which gains a slightly bigger circle, and then he gains an ability. 437 million, inflicting cripple. Then he has Judgment. If there are any more than 20 guilty enemies in range, enter Executioner mode for the next 30 seconds, and it gives him 10% crit chance, 100% crit damage, minus 5% SPA. And then Extinguish, which I went through that last video, I'm pretty sure. And then he has another one. When attacking an enemy, there's a 20% chance to mark them as guilty. Guilty enemies permanently take 50% more damage from this unit and are inflicted with Extinguish for 10 seconds. Each time they are hit by Judge Sorcerer, which also has a 20-second cooldown per enemy. And his final passive is, after attacking an enemy 3 times, gain a base critical rate of 30% against that enemy. Deal 10% more damage for status effect on enemy with a max of 50% bonus damage. Okay, interesting. He sounds kind of buns, bro. Move on to Hikari. So we got the 2 extreme boost units here. Okay, so yeah, he got a whole rework. All right, Hikari is a ground placement unit, 777 cost, obviously. He gains his next attack, which he becomes hybrid, and it's also a circle. Then he turns into a line, which I remember why I didn't like him now. He has a very thin line attack. 212 million. Obviously, he's doing a lot of crit damage. So let's start reading here. Pachinko game. Upon activation, use 5 balls with a 2% chance to hit the jackpot. If jackpot hits, gain 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Base crit rate of 37%. 577 crit damage. 50% range. 10% SPA. 10% damage. When jackpot procs, this ability goes to on a 777 second cooldown. Okay, okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep that going just because I want to see if it actually procs. I want to see how crazy his crit chance and crit damage gets. There we go. Okay, 772% crit damage. And he has 72% crit chance. I don't remember if I did finish the skill tree, so he might actually have a skill tree, or he might look better, you know, than what I have right now. But admiring you, he, for each takedown, gain a green ball. Green balls are used for Fortune Masters Pachinko game. Every time this unit plays a Pachinko game and fails to hit the jackpot, he gains a 1% chance to hit the jackpot. Oh, so jackpot has a pity. Okay. Once this unit hits 100%, the next use of Pachinko game will be a guaranteed jackpot. Okay. For every stack lost, gain 1 golden ball, and immediately activate Pachinko game with a 50% chance to hit the jackpot. Okay. Bro, okay, this is a lot better than when he released. They flat out just made him a gambler. I love it. Okay. Just play into the meme. Awesome. He seems pretty decent. You can't sell him either. Which I don't think they even stated that in his passives. Okay, so you can't sell him at all. So Hikari's gonna have to stay there. And then let's go ahead and move on to Toji, actually. So Toji also got his extreme boost. I'm pretty sure he was already doing bleed and hemorrhage, but he is a ground placement unit, 1,000. He only has, I believe, 2 attacks. Yep. So he becomes hybrid at upgrade 6, and then upgrade 11 he becomes full AoE. 148 million, and then his bleed is doing 208 million, and then he's doing hemorrhage, which is 140% of his base damage. So weapon inventory. Every 5 attacks, cycle through each of the following weapons in order. Soul Splitter, drain 1% HP, cap of 550 billion, ignore 50% of subtype resistance, and then Mile Chain, 5% range per attack while using this weapon, and stun enemies for 5 seconds with a 10% cooldown on each enemy. And then he loses his buff when the weapon changes. And then his final weapon is Inverted Weapon. Deal 100% elemental penetration if enemy has a special type. Deal 200%. Okay. So he's just straight up raw dogging, doing some decent damage, I would assume. As you can see, I don't have the kills for him. He only has 99 kills, which I'm pretty sure he's just gotten from this infinite. He could be pretty decent. I don't know where they have him in the tier list, but he looks like he could be actually pretty solid. Okay, no, well, overall, he's like the second worst unit from this update, so never mind. Apparently, Judge Sorcerer is the worst. I can see that though. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna move on to Maki here, because then we have the whole separate batch of characters. Go faster here. Okay, Maki 1000 nature unit, mutilate on placement, also hybrid, gains next attack, upgrade 6, circle, then bigger circle at upgrade 10, and then her final upgrade is 11. 216 million with 432 million damage. Every 5 attack cycle through each of the following weapons. Yep, the same one as Toji, 1% with a cap of 50 billion, ignore 35% resistance. Cloudy Sword, 35% damage, 15% range, apply cripple on hit. Enhanced DLT applied by this unit, 50%. On takedown of an enemy, perform a follow-up attack, 50% of Maka's current damage. And then Heavenly Blade, ignore elemental disadvantage and deal 50% damage to all enemies. Okay, and she seems kind of like the mid one. Like, she's not the worst of this update, but she's also not the best one. Okay, interesting. So out of the whole batch that we just did of these, looks like the Sky Bomber is the best one. Okay, next batch, we're gonna go ahead and start with the boy Yuji here. So Yuji, he obviously is an evolution of the already evolved Itadori. He is an 850 fire unit. He is also not hybrid on placement. Doesn't inflict anything special, so yep, he gains his next attack, upgrade 3, slightly bigger circle, then becomes a hybrid, and then an even bigger circle at upgrade 7, and he actually does end off with that. So he's doing 566 million. He does have his skill tree done, by the way, obviously, because I did use his old evolution a little bit for a while. So he has Resilient Shrine upon activation, 20% range, minus 15% SPA. Black sparks are now guaranteed, and soul punches occur every black spark instead of every 3 for 60 seconds. Okay. Then he has 3 passives here, okay. The Vessel Itadori has a base crit chance of 35%. If True Curse King is in range, gain 10% damage, 10% range. Black Flashes will have a base chance of 15% to proc if True Curse King is in range. So I do also have him back there placed. So I'm going to move up Sukuna here, and yep, 613 million, and then he has obviously a little bit more crit chance, so he's doing some decent crits. Definitely crit range skill tree for him. He has Black Sparks. Itadori has a 5% chance to perform Black Sparks on his attack, dealing 250% crit damage. For every Black Spark missed, increase Black Spark chance by 5%. Once a Black Spark is hit, enter the zone, granting Itadori 100% Black Spark chance for the next 30 seconds. Once 30 seconds ends, he resets the Black Spark chance, and the cycle resets. Then he has his last ability here. Once Itadori performs 3 Black Sparks on an enemy, perform a Soul Punch, dealing 15% bonus crit damage and draining their current HP by 1% with a cap of 100 billion. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate this one. This will just give him more range and more like less SPA. So 93 range, and he's attacking every 3.44 seconds. Okay. Crazy crit chance, decent crit damage. I'm not sure if I gave him attack or crit skill tree, whatever. He seems pretty good. He's pretty cheap to max out, only 400k, and he's cheap to place, and he becomes hybrid relatively quick. Yeah, upgrade 3. So he's pretty good. I like him. I want to move on to Geto, because I'm gonna keep him placed just so we can get Yuta at the end there. So Geto, he is a dark unit, 5,000 on placement. He's also not a hybrid on placement, and he's inflicting pressure. So he gains his next attack at upgrade 4, which then he becomes hybrid. It's crazy attack animations, by the way. Just a bunch of centipedes running. He gains 3 abilities towards his last upgrades. Okay, 522 million with pressure. Interesting. Okay, he has so much. Oh my god. 10 billion damage multiplied by this number of summons currently on the map. 500 billion damage cap. Upon activation, all summons on the map are instantly deleted. Upon activation, deal 50 billion damage multiplied by number of summons. Number of times Uzumaki has been used with a cap of 5. All summons on the map are instantly destroyed. Kill the strongest enemy on the map and summon a massive unit with 1,000 times this unit's current damage. Uzumaki needs to be used at least once, and a total of 500 billion damage used with it. Okay, upon activation, select a unit on the map and take control of it. This unit replaces the selected unit, adding its current damage to Kenjaku up to a maximum of 300 million. The overtaken unit's passive status effects, abilities, SPA, and range are completely overridden with Kenjaku's. Okay, spirit summoning. Each enemy killed by this unit, 20% chance to be revived as spirit. Each revived spirit has a 25% chance to become one of the following summons. Summon 1, 5 times this unit's current damage, plus 5% enemy's max HP. On contact, stuns 5 seconds and applies cripple. Summon 2, deals 10 times this current unit's damage, 5% enemy max HP. On contact, forces enemy to walk backwards for 5 seconds. Summon 3, deal 15 times this unit current damage, plus 10% of the current enemy's current max HP. On contact, he drains 10% of the current HP. Holy crap. Summon 4, deal 20 times this unit's current damage, 15% enemy of enemy's max HP. On contact, applies bleed and hemorrhage. Okay, Jesus Christ, he's doing so many different things. Okay, yeah, some of the summons are a little different, and you can tell like some of them have more HP than the other ones. Some of them are running, some of them are flying. Let's go ahead and activate his abilities, except Body Thief, I think. No, actually, we're gonna place Yuji, and we're gonna do Body Thief on him. So let's do Uzumaki, the 10 billion damage multiplied. That did absolutely nothing. Okay, Uzumaki maximum. Okay, all the units, yeah, number of times Uzumaki's been used. Okay, so obviously that one. And then he has Body Thief, which I'm gonna use on Yuji here. So there we go. He got his, damage buff. Didn't gain anything extra, but now Yuji should have Kenjaku's abilities. Yeah, okay. So never mind. This is Kenjaku. Okay, interesting. Huh. This is actually kind of cool. Is this... Can you replace Itadori? You can. Okay, so it's not like a one-time thing. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of cool. So you kind of obviously want to, take over someone with Kenjaku. Okay. He seems kind of insane. Let me see where they have him on the tier list, because he seems really good. New unit tier list. Here we go. So he is, for infinite, he's the 3rd best one. Middle for overall. And then support, he's the 3rd best one. And then progressive, he is basically the worst one, because Yuta in Gojo's body is pretty much impossible to get for progressives, I'm pretty sure. But okay, that's actually kind of cool. I'm gonna delete him though, because I want to place his base form. I want to move on to Sukuna. He did get his rework again. This is like his 3rd rework. So he has power vows every 60 seconds. Progress to the next vow, and then retain all the buffs and cycle back to vow 1. Okay, vow 1, 35% DOT damage. Vow 2, 30% range and plus 10% damage. 3, shred passive now applies bleed. Dismantle base crit chance set to 20%. And then vow 4 applies abilities deal 25% damage, unlock world slash ability, and unlock black sparks passive. When vow returns to vow 1, all passive buffs and abilities gained from vows 2 4 are removed. Okay, then shred every 80 seconds, deal 5 times current damage and apply dismantle based on that multiplier. Inflict extinguish on 3 enemies in range for 30 seconds. Does not work on bosses. Okay, so he is hybrid AoE on placement. I'm pretty sure his attacks don't change at all. Yep, then he gains a circle, then a cone. Let me guess. Yep, he's a line. Okay, cool. Evil Shrine, 750 billion nuke, applies bleed as well. Enemies that survive take double damage from the shred passive for the duration. And then Divine Flames, 25 times current damage, applies sunburn based on this multiplier. If on vow 4, damage is increased to 50 times current damage instead of 25. Okay. I do want to see what his Vow 4 nuke is though. So he's about to gain it here. I don't think he gained any other passive than that. No. Okay, so he's gonna gain Vow 4. Oh no. Okay, he went back. There it is. Vow 4. Okay. 7.5 trillion damage to all enemies on map. Ignore all elemental resistance. When ability is used, True Curse King returns to first Vow. Disabling Vow passes for the next 60 seconds, and during this disabled window, he deals 30% less damage. I'm gonna do that because it's about to reset. Okay, so yeah, he does gain the debuff, but he has a 7 billion nuke. Wow, okay. That's actually kind of crazy. Is he the best godly in the game now? I'm pretty sure he's the best godly in the game. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna move on to Yuta. I want to quickly run through him. So, okay. He's 2,000, pretty sure. I have the idol soul on him, but he's a little cheaper because of that. A hybrid on placement, then he gains a next attack, which is a big circle. Then he gains another big circle, and then he ends off with 1.46 billion damage. And that's because I'm pretty sure he just copied Sukuna, by the way. So he has dismantled now. He has Heavenly Ladder, deal 15 times Cursed Child's current damage and apply Bolt based on this multiplier. Inflict Extinguish on all enemies on the map for 60 seconds. And Roko must have at least 100 Curse Essence, which, yeah, so he's kind of like Gilgamesh, where he spawns his, you know, the curse. Which has a whole different passive. Love, upon activation, 50% base crit rate, 10% damage, 30% SPA, random effect, copycat every 60 seconds, copies a random unit in range, 30 seconds with a cap of 3, gain a random 25% or 45% damage, and 25 to 35 range. Yeah, okay. Holy crap, there's so much. Bro, they be writing anything and everything now. Heavenly Ladder, deal 15 times bolt damage, inflict extinguish. Yep, Roko. Okay, I just read all that. So Roko here, inflicting despair and fear, and then he has beam of love as well. 400 times Cursed Child's current damage in 10 ticks over 10 seconds. Permanently applies better fear to all enemies on map. Reset Curse Essence meter, stuns for 60 seconds. Each attack performs gain 10 essence with a cap of 500. If Yuta gets stunned, takes stun instead, buffs Cursed Child damage 20%, range 10%, 25 seconds. Every 5 times Cursed Child attacks, performs follow-up attack dealing 25% of Yuta's damage and applies hemorrhage and pressure. Every 60 seconds, randomly performs one of the 3 death speeches. Make all enemies in range walk backwards for 10 seconds. Stun all enemies in range for 15 seconds, or inflict extinguish in range for 20 seconds. Dear God, okay. I'm waiting for him to copy Geto, just so I can fuse, which I think he's... Who did he copy? Okay, as you can see, he just copied Geto, and Geto disappeared out of the map. So now, all we have to do is level up Gojo. I forgot his name for like 5 seconds there. Should use the Limitless Void, and then if we use his Hollow Purple maximum, and then if we also use, I believe it's Sukuna Shrine, there we go. So now we have Yuta and Gojo's body. If you just got spoiled by anime last night, I feel so bad for you. Yeah, we have Yuta in Gojo's body. He's doing 6 billion. This is actually ridiculous. We're literally living in an age where units are doing 6 billion damage, bro. Oh my God. Unmastered Purple, upon activation, this ability has a 10% chance to misfire. If successfully hit, deal 5 trillion damage and apply Extinguish for the next 60 seconds. If this ability misses, stun this enemy for 60 seconds. Unmastered Void, time stop all enemies in range for 15 seconds. Decrease SPA by 15% and range increase by 10% for 15 seconds. Unmastered Blue, every 2 attacks deal 5 times damage to enemies in range and slow them down by 50% of their current speed for 10 seconds. How is this legal, bro? Unmastered Red, every 3 attacks deal 3 times damage to enemies in range and cause them to walk backwards for 5 seconds. Red and Blue, if Unmastered Red and Unmastered Blue proc at the same attack, deal 10 times damage to enemies in range and apply pressure and despair. Then his last passive, I will become that monster myself. Set base damage to 45 million, range to 80, and change to AoE to full. Oh my god. Unmastered Blue. Yeah, okay, so let's do the Unmastered Blue, which now that was a 5 trillion nuke, and then he has Extinguish, and then Unmastered Void, which he gains. Obviously, Gojo's Void. Holy crap. So, you can just spam this, and I'm pretty sure you can play... Dude, this is actually gonna be ridiculous. You can just keep spamming the infinite voids, because you can replace Gojo, and then you can have Gojo's limitless void, and then you can have Yuta's void going off at the same time, and then you can just permanently just keep... Wait, no. Hold on. Limitless void. No, they don't have the same... Oh my god, you can just keep proccing these like crazy. This might be the move, Loki. This is crazy. Yuta's insane. This has to be the most broken unit I've ever seen on an update. This is like not even close. Holy crap. I mean, there's no way you can get him in any progressive mode unless it's like infinite. Maybe, just maybe, something that's like 35 waves. But, oh my god, infinite runs are gonna go stupid with him. What? Ow, okay. Yeah, that was the Jujutsu Kaisen update. This is probably my favorite unit they've ever released, ever, I'm not gonna lie. This is insane. I love the model too, it looks so good. Yeah, that was a video.